Hey there, welcome to Tod Talks, the podcast where we're shining a light on brilliant local businesses making life better for families with little ones. I'm Bill from Toddle About, and in each episode, we'll have a natter with one of our amazing partners, finding out what makes them tick, how they're helping parents, and how being part of the Toddle About family is helping them thrive. So grab a cuppa, put your feet up if the kids will let you, and let's dive in.
So welcome to Tod Talks. I'm Emily, I'm Bill's wife, and I'm here today for a special takeover where I will be asking all the questions. So Bill, welcome to Tod Talks.
Thanks for having me. I don't like this chair. I much prefer to be there.
No, I'm going to take the comfy spot today. So I know you always start with tell us who you are and what do you do?
So for those that don't know me, I'm Bill. I'm from Toddle About, and we are the franchisees for North Hampshire, West Berkshire, Oxfordshire and South Bucks. So that's 3 separate magazines. And I'd like to position myself as that we're trying to help the small businesses get in front of the parents and families with children 0 to 5s. So
you obviously started Toddle About about a year and a half ago now.
Yeah, I think we bought the Toddle About North Hampshire, West Berkshire in April, May, and we didn't put the first magazine out until October 24. Yeah. So yeah, about a year doing that one. So we had 4. We had those. So we had the winter issue, the autumn issue, the winter issue, and then the business has just expanded from there. It's gone a bit crazy.
So why Oxfordshire? Why South Bucks? Why get more magazines when you only just started the first one?
You put that a lot politer than the way you asked me at home. So we always wanted to grow. I've always said that the more magazines there are under our control, the easier it is to support the businesses, because you can spread the help, you can spread the cost. And basically, if you're doing it once, you can just multiply that twice or 3 times over. So the franchisee out of that area that she wanted out, she offered me a really good opportunity for us to grow. And to be honest, I only really wanted one of them, but it was a package deal. So we went from 1 magazine to 3 within 6 months, was it?
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it was quick.
So that's some big growth. But the way we're serving our customers now it's been flipped on its head completely. Whereas I was trying to meet everybody. I was trying to put that personal connection in probably a bit too much. But now we're doing things, we're streamlining our systems, but we're putting that personal connection through our networking and our calls and our follow-up. And I think we're doing this on a much broader scale, supporting those businesses. That some of those franchises we're dealing with are from a big network, like national based franchises, and they're set up, they've got their processes in place. But whereas we've got other businesses that are literally just starting out, taking that step from a side hustle, taking that leap of faith into the world of entrepreneurship, is that the word? But then they are probably the best in the business at the boots on the ground selling their product or service, but their follow-up and their exhibiting skills probably is something they've never had to really think about, whereas that's where I thrive, and that's where I feel like we can add the value in to help them.
So first and foremost, Toddle About is a magazine for 0 to 5-year-olds and families and people who are pregnant. What's in it for people who haven't seen it? What are they getting?
So for a free magazine that can be posted to you, or you can pick it up at your Tots group, there is so much stuff in this magazine. So I won't walk you through page to page, but generally you got the bite-sized news. Now the bite-sized news is a opportunity where the business can give a bit of their backstory. Any offers or promotions they want to highlight strongly can go in this section. It's a small caption at the front of the magazine highlighting who they are, where they come from, and why they're doing it. We always have a recipe and a craft. These are things that you can do easily at home. So the parent or grandparent in most cases can sit down, and that these crafts will take no longer than half hour. I think the recipe that we had in this issue, or maybe the one before, was it could be on your plate within 20 minutes. It's a really cool, hands-on and cost-effective, cool thing to do at home with your child or grandchild. Something that I really love is the events page. Like, we put a lot of time and effort going through each region, finding out what's coming up. So whether that's Christmas or Halloween events coming up, but then the summer fates, the Toddle About own run events and networking, the Toddle About lives, the baby shows, all these things are highlighted on a page. You've the Christmas issue has the Christmas gift guide. I think we went double page spread on that, highlighting the products that are ideal for parents to buy for their children. Like, and we put, tell me if I'm wrong, we put quite a lot of effort into picking these products that aren't not necessarily known about. Like, they're off the beaten track. We've found them because we've seen them somewhere and we've gone, do you know what? Let's buy that for our kids.
Or I wish someone would buy that for me.
Or I wish someone would buy that for me. Like Christmas is coming. There may be a few secrets there, a few ideas. So that's the product page, or in the Christmas issues version of the Christmas gift guide. But then there's the piece de resistance. Is that the word?
Resistance.
You're going to help me say that. Is the daily activity planner. Now, the back third of the magazine is always what's on, where to go, via region, via day of the week, Monday to Sunday, what's on, where to go. And that could be a church group that is free and you can just go like for a small donation or free. The advertisers will put in their sessions that they're running, so the swimming classes, the rugby tots, all sorts of stuff that are, and that is highlighted through the magazine. So that's the daily activity planner, and every franchise magazine will have the daily activity planner. We cannot run this without that, because the parent, like, this magazine is valid for 3 months, and the daily activity planner changes with timings and schedules, and this is what stays relevant for 3 months. So it's a really cool thing to have in a dad's back pocket, I can tell you that.
Yeah, and I think I think one of the reasons we kind of got so on board with Toddle About is this is the magazine we wish we had.
I often say to people, I was gutted that, like, I took that time out to stay at home with the girls, that this magazine wasn't there, because I was scouring Facebook pages and Googling what's on. But now it's in the back of a magazine. It would have been the dream to just go, right, it's Tuesday, what we're doing at 1 o'clock, where can I go? It's something as a parent we wish we had, absolutely.
Yeah. And the magazine is first and foremost, the thing you're promoting, and the way that parents will kind of interact with you and know you. But Toddle About and what you're doing is so much more than just the magazine. Yeah,
like the magazine is what the advertiser pays for, and with the distribution and the network that we've set up is the package. But we're trying to support these businesses in online, in person, via the events, and some of this is out of the skill set and wheelhouse of some of these businesses. Like, I come across so many entrepreneurs and they're introverted, and that's absolutely all right. Like, just not everybody's going to be as extroverted as I am, but we can help them do their absolute best, and the follow-up and all the little things that runs a business. Like, if it was just sales, we would be absolutely fine, but it's the business behind it, the follow-up, the email, the social media. Like, we are no way going to be a marketing agency, but we can help these small businesses do the easy bit.
and reach those families,
reach the families. So like like we've said a couple of times, the goal for 2026 is be that business that if you're trying to reach 0 to 5-year-olds, you've got to be talking to Toddle About. Like, there are so many other fantastic magazines and publications out there, but our reach, and we are in parents' hands like that. Those businesses need to know that.
And other Toddle About regions traditionally have done baby shows and done a more sort of, the more well-known kind of format that people might have been to, but you're trying something different.
Yeah. Now, let's not take that away from those franchisees. Like, we went up to Milton Keynes and Bedford, and they run their baby show, and like, she had 500 people plus through the door, and that she had 40 plus exhibitors. Like, that's her blueprint. That is an absolute win for Joanna in Milton Keynes. But like, what I'm trying to do is bring your children. Let's do something cool. It's more of a family fun day. You can come out for the day at Toddle About Live. You can feed them. There's places to rest. There's outside space for them to blow out and have a run around. We had a 20-foot bouncy castle slide inside our event, but also we had the small soft play, the bouncy castle. We had candy floss, glitter tattoos. We had all the stuff that if you had a tick list of a parent's day out, we ticked a lot. But also with the highlighting of the businesses, like serving these parents for the day out, we had the trials, the demos and the trials the children could take part in. We had expert talks from the businesses wanting to tell them more. For example, we had the sleep nanny and the nutritionists and Thermomix. All these businesses could pitch their wares to them. Like, they're not necessarily running trials, but they're pitching themselves to the parent.
And it's free.
Oh, did I not mention that? No. The subscription for the magazine is free. The Toddle About Live event is free. Like, the booking system is really easy. You just need to put your name and address in, and you can come to my event for free, and also you get a magazine through the post. Like,
sounds great. When's the next one?
So South Bucks, we're running that on the 7th of March at Daphne's Prep School, Boys School in Beaconsfield. A fantastic venue. It's going to be a busy one. Like, Daphne's have jumped on board to host us. Now, they absolutely want to promote their school, and so they should. It's a fantastic boys' school. If you're in Beaconsfield or around that area and looking for children, a boys' school, an independent school, the Daphne's is great, and we're going to help them bring parents in, showcasing their school in a sort of organic, holistic way.
And so that's a lot for 2026, and I dread asking this question, but what's next?
What we need to do is do what we do really well. So I think we've started networking. Now we need to roll that out a bit better. We need to the live events. We need to run those more consistently. So at the moment they're going to be annually, but is there an opportunity to do a winter and a summer one? Like, we're going to do what we do really well, and like I've said a couple of times now, if you're a business trying to reach 0 to 5-year-olds, you need to be talking to us at Toddle About.
No, I agree. I think the last kind of year and a half has been a lot of learning, a lot of growth, and and there's some new things coming in, and now it's just about getting the message out there, getting more people aware of Toddle About, particularly in North Hampshire and West Berkshire, getting more engagement with local businesses, and just like you say, making it the magazine that everyone wants to read and everyone wants to be in.
Yeah.
So obviously you've got two key focus kind of groups that you're aiming at in terms of like the advertisers that are going to be in the magazine or at the live events or the networking, and the parents that you're reaching out to. So what's one thing you wish advertisers knew more about you?
It's not just print. Like, that is what you pay for, and that is the nuts and bolts of the business is selling print advertising. But once you're in the system, there is so much more for you to use. Like something we didn't mention earlier is like every advertiser in the magazine gets an opportunity to put their voucher on a vouchers page, so the parent can. It's often sent near the centre or on the centerfold, like the trials, the free introductions, the discounts that are exclusive to Toddle About, and then we put those in there. And like we need to shout about the services that. We've got advertisers that sit there and they don't take advantage of all this stuff. And whether that's through the WhatsApp group or the emails, I'm not doing my job well enough because they're not exposing, they're not using it. So we need to do more on the socials, promote the opt-in email shots that we've got, the newsletter that we need to do a bit more consistently and better. So there's so much more than print that we're offering our businesses. And like you do, I think it's fair to say that they do get a lot of my time, but I'm happy to give it.
And to hold you to account.
Yeah. No, like if you're going to be spending, if you're
any money,
yeah. If you're like, whether that's the £25 a month or the 8th page or the back page annual, like I treat you all the same. And like you can turn around to me and say, Bill, why is my advert not working? And then we will dive deep on that call to action on your advert. Once they've scanned that QR code, what happens next? Where do they go? Like what follow-up systems have we got in? Like the package that we're offering is so much more.
And what about the parents? What do you wish they knew more?
I just think it's a valuable resource for the parent. Like if they're not subscribing, they should be. It used to be £2 a quarter, and even though that wasn't a lot, we've taken that cost away. Like you can now subscribe for this magazine for absolutely free. Like we need those parents and the subscribers working with us, telling us what they love. And actually, that's a really good point. We've got that survey, and we will post it alongside this reel as well. We've got the feedback survey on at the moment.
Have your say.
Have your say. Like, tell us what you like. Tell us a little bit more about you so we can serve those subscribers and those parents even better.
And that's what makes the magazine work. It's got to be something that parents want to read.
Yeah.
Otherwise
because like I can't remember when we put it in now. It must have been 6 months or so ago. We put in that activities page. We put in the activities page so the kids have got spot the difference. They've got the maze. They can count the monkeys. And then we've got the answers page on the back. So it is a magazine that everybody could read.
And that came from feedback.
That come from feedback, absolutely. But we still don't take away. Like one thing that I'm trying not to be is a magazine full of adverts, because the content in there is it's parent hacks. You've got really in-depth articles of what. There was an article a couple of issues ago that I did not know that, as like there was some stats or some information come back, and like if it wasn't for the magazine, we as parents wouldn't know that. So it's valuable content as well as the products and services that we can learn about. And
finally, what haven't I asked you? What else do you want me to know?
That's my question. Well, that's my line.
Well, I'm taking over today.
The question I would ask an advertiser is, what else aren't we doing? What do you wish a business like ours, like a magazine or a platform like we've got, what aren't we doing? What boundaries should we be breaking to help those advertisers? And the question to the subscriber and reader is, what do you want to know? Like, we've got lots of stuff at our disposal, but what do you want to know about? And I will make that happen. If there's one thing that I like to position myself is to help the small business and become an implementer. Like, I will absolutely push through and make things happen for that parent.
Sounds great.
Thank you. That was a bit of a deep dive on who we are and what we do, but in a nutshell, the door's always open. My phone number and my email address is all over that magazine. So if there's anything that parents want to know, advertisers want to know, they can jump on a call with me anytime, and I'm here to help them.
So how did that go? How do you feel?
I've got to wait, get those children in yet. We've got their hostile takeover.
You enjoying having the questions being asked of you?
I feel like sometimes I may have spun this round and then I've sort of asked the questions, but like, no, it's nice to get it across and be in this chair. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
And
Thanks for having me.
And I think this should be we should do this semi-regularly as well. Get you in because it keeps me. You can hold me to account that I'm not doing this thing. I'm not doing that thing. You said you're going to do that. Let's get it involved.
See more of Bill.
See more of Bill, but also like, there is. I'm sure I've said this in every episode. You are the brains behind the outfit. Like I am the face, even though it is the bin bag that I told Alex at Tropic. I said I was the old bin bag, but like you are the steer, and I'm the implementer. So, thank you.
Hi everyone, welcome to Tod Talks. I'm Aurora.
And I'm Florence. This is a special Tod Talks because we're inviting Billy Clapson. He's our dad. You're under a lot of pressure today. How do you feel?
Well, I don't like this chair. I like that one. So I feel I can't remember what the word is, but I much prefer being asked the question, asking uncomfortable. I much rather be asked the questions than answering them. But over to you. What do you want to know?
So why did you start this community?
So the reason why we're here with Toddle About is that Toddle About is a magazine for everybody, for families and community with children 0 to 5-year-olds.
So that's great. Rory, do you have any questions?
What do you enjoy about the magazine?
That's a great question. Toddle About is so much more than a magazine. We've got our days out, our reviews, the bite-sized news part of the magazine, the events, and obviously our Toddle About lives and baby and toddler shows.
How did the magazine start to you?
We found Toddle About because when we were doing our nearly new sales and we were selling all the pre-loved clothing that as parents, you guys grew out of the clothes and we wanted to sell them. We were running pre-loved markets and we wanted people to know about it and come to the sales, but we needed an outlet to do that. So we needed to advertise and Toddle About. But when we were doing them in Basingstoke, there was no magazine for us to advertise in. So when I spoke to the other franchisees and the Toddle About franchisor, it all come full circle and we decided to start running that magazine. So why don't you tell me, what's your favourite bit about the magazine?
I like when you sort out the little activities for children to do in the magazine, like spot the difference and all sorts, mazes and yeah.
Rory, what was your bit about the magazine that you liked?
My favourite bit is just how kids enjoy it and the activities. And
you like counting the monkeys?
Yeah.
Do you remember that time when one of the other franchisees got the wrong number and you made me ring them up and tell them off because there was the wrong amount of monkeys, wasn't there?
Yeah.
So you're very hot on that.
Yes, yeah.
So look, what else? What do you think Toddle About magazine's all about?
I think it's all about children and little people enjoying stuff.
So that we can help put all the fun stuff together. We bring all the events and all the fun bits. We put it in one place where the mummies and daddies can pick it up every 3 months and find out what to do and where to go, yeah?
Yeah. So, Dad, we did Toddle About Life this year. Are we going to be doing more of those?
Absolutely. So, yeah, we did Toddle About Live and it was our first in-person exhibiting an event for our advertisers. We're going to be doing plenty more of those. Our next one's obviously in March in 26 for the South Bucks at Daphne's. But what did you guys think? Was it fun?
Yeah, it was so fun.
So for those people that weren't there, can you tell them?
Candy floss, bouncy castles, 3D stuff. Everything for little children.
Glitter tattoos.
Glitter tattoos, space paint,
paint,
bouncy castles.
bouncy castles.
There was loads. Colouring in, trial sessions, Bluey and Bingo, Sonic.
Chase, Bing.
Spice Bag. Yeah, they were there. There was loads of stuff for the whole family. It was a day out for everybody, wasn't it?
Thank you for this opportunity, Dad.
This opportunity, Dad.
Brilliant. Let's come back when you're a little bit older and you can ask me some real big, difficult questions.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. Well done.
Thank you.
So that's it for today's episode of Tod Talks. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you found something helpful, heartwarming, or just plain inspiring from today's chat. If you're a parent listening, I'd love to know, what do you want to hear more of? More behind the scenes with local classes, tips from experts, honest stories from fellow parents? Drop me a message at toddtalks@toddleabout.co.uk. This podcast is for you, and your voice really matters. And if you're a local business helping families and thinking, I'd love to be part of this, well, you can. Get in touch and we'll have a chat about how we can shine the light on what you do and connect you with families who need you. So until next time, take care, give your little ones an extra cuddle today, and remember, we're in this together.